In 2019, we had a doctoral review, and one of the recommendations from the doctoral review was that UNISA should develop a more sophisticated online system for each student to enable tracking of progress and interactions with their supervisor. This was from the challenges that they realized as we went through the review with them. Some of you are managers where you are working, you undergo audits or reviews. You know that each review will come up with recommendations. They will commend you for the good things that you are doing, but also they will have some suggestions for improvement. So the M&D Student Dashboard was part of the improvement plan. Initially, before the M&D Students Dashboard, we didn't have a compulsory online monitoring of the M&D students' activities by the relevant quality assurers. It was an act between the supervisor and the student, and the supervisor was tasked with the mandate to report on the student's progress using reports and also writing on the provided system where the student didn't have an input, which is our M&D students activity. The one-sided communication in terms of quality assurance within the university led to some dissatisfaction from ineffective supervisor-student interactions, where there was delayed or no recording of student research activities. And we had poor student retention rates because sometimes you'll find that a student and a supervisor are not in agreement from A and B, and challenges are not identified promptly. There are challenges where you find that the student and the supervisor don't meet each other. Either the supervisor has resigned, and because the student was communicating only with the supervisor, and the supervisor was the one who was monitoring the student progress, then the supervisor who has resigned is not responsible for telling the university that now that I'm resigned, you must go check Rosina, how far is her progress. It will be the department that will have to do that. But sometimes more than 3 months elapsed where you find that the student is handed over to a new supervisor. But when there is online monitoring of the research progress, we are looking forward to this challenge being eliminated. Trying to put this a little bit further up. Then the College of Graduate Studies went on a trip to develop this online solution to enhance master's and doctoral student supervision and progress monitoring. This tool is not to monitor how you are being supervised. It is monitoring your progress. If there is no progress or unsatisfactory progress, or the student and the supervisor are not active, not as to what the supervisor tells you to do. When you are interacting on the master's and doctoral students dashboard, the interaction will be monitored and the progress will be monitored. But the actual content of what did you send to the supervisor, the quality assurers will see it only as a document moving from one person to the other. There will be an email saying student X sent a document. The quality assurer will not know what is it, whether it's chapter 2 or it's a proposal or what, but it will be a document going from one person to the other. Also, the feedback from the supervisor. The quality assurers do not have access to the contents of the feedback. It just sees that there is a document from the supervisor to the student. So the product became a specific online research support platform, which was integrated within MS Teams. It is supported by PowerPoint, by SharePoint, I'm sorry. There is a training manual and video, and Mr. Motsache will get into details as to how the platform looks like and how you can access it, from which devices, and what do you do when you get there. This was just the background to say how it came about. So this system has got supervisor-student interactions where there are transparent research processes or workflow going from the student to the supervisor to and fro. And there are alerts in the form of bot emails or bot alerts where the student will get an email or an alert saying you need to access the dashboard, a document has been sent your way, or the supervisor has given you a new task. Also to the supervisor, there will be a message in a form of a bot alert or an email from the dashboard telling the supervisor the student has sent you something, and it will state who is the student, because supervisors has many students. It will specify which student, so that the supervisor will go directly to the platform of that student and access that the student has sent in a form of research activity. So the full name of the program is Masters and Doctoral Students Research Program Monitoring and Supervision. It is mainly part of the quality assurance, so that interactions are automatically recorded and reported between the student and the supervisor. And in that way, the university is assured that there is interaction occurring and problems will be identified promptly. When there are problems between the student and the supervisor, in terms of the student not coming to the supervision party or the supervisor not coming to the supervision party, either due to illness, resignation, or other, because sometimes they do go on leave and so forth, and you find that the communication lapsed in between. And some of our students do not activate their email accounts, the My Life accounts, where you find that the communication that the supervisor sent is going to be opened 3 months later, only to find that the supervisor was saying goodbye. I'm going to the University of Pretoria. So what is happening is that this platform will ensure that the student and the supervisor upload the agreement. There is a contract that you enter into when you start with the supervisor as a student, and you agree on certain things. There is a standard contract which is modified to suit the individual supervisor and the individual student. Usually is the supervisor who modifies that contract to suit the student and the supervisor after they discussed to say, this is the research I want to undertake. This is how I intend to going about it. And this is my plan. I would like to finish in 3 years' time. Then there is tailor-made information that will go into the contract, and the supervisor and the student will agree on the tasks and as to when can what happen. It might not happen at that time exactly, but they have an idea, they have a plan to say, this is where we are going. We intend to have ethical clearance within 8 months. We intend to have data collected within the 2nd year. We intend, and those activities, the supervisor will write them into the dashboard so that the student and the supervisor will remember. And if the student doesn't meet the date that they agreed upon, then there will be an alert that will go to the supervisor and the student saying this task is overdue. And then the student might ask for extension or the student and the supervisor might agree on another way forward regarding the planned activities, especially when they do not occur as promised from both sides. Let's say the supervisor fell in and the feedback didn't come on time, then the student will know. So the risks, the alerts or the emails are generated when there is an activity sent by the supervisor, or there is a document from the student to the supervisor, or there is a document in terms of feedback from the supervisor to the student. The student will also get an email on the My Life account. But also when there are risks regarding the inactivity from one side of the supervision party or from both sides. These alerts now go to the departmental M&D office to alert the M&D coordinator that this supervisor and this student are not active. And then the department will be able to see what is it that they can help with. If the departmental coordinator didn't see the alert on time and a certain time passes like 7 days, then the alert will go to the COD. And if the COD didn't attend to it, then it will go further to the college level. But usually the alerts do not go that far. They are attended usually at the departmental coordinator's office. And this is mainly due to the time frames. But when it is work between the supervisor and the student, the M&D coordinator usually will just check and see if there is no trouble in paradise. The supervisor is not ill, the supervisor didn't resign, and then just remind them that I have a lot of alerts from your side. What is happening? And then the supervisor and the student will correct the situation and normalize it. This is just saying that the M&D Students Dashboard, it's part of a business intelligence future where we are having the student and the supervisor communicating on the same platform and their communication being recorded. And we are able to get information from the system to assist us as quality assurers to say, in this department, there are so many supervisors, each with so many students, and they are actively engaging. There are research activities being given to the students. There is feedback being given to the students, and the students are working in their research activities, giving the supervisors, sending them documents. And we are able to see when we check, there is a part of the dashboard where we see the reports as quality assurers, like the M&D coordinator is able to download the report of the department in that particular college from the report section and see that these are the students per supervisor and they are all active, or some of them are not active. And then if they are not active, they usually ask Mr. Mutsache, please put on the students for this supervisor. Or the supervisor will say, I have 10 students, but I only see 7 students on the dashboard. Then that situation is corrected. This was the team behind the M&D Students Dashboard project at the College of Graduate Studies when we started. It was conceptualized in 2020 and it started working in 2021 because it was a joint venture between the academic college and the department, ICT. The last man standing now is Mr. Motsache. The others, Mr. Tebogo is also there. The others we have left to other greener pastures. And at the ICT department, we had Mr. Zolani Klekwa as the ICT project manager, and we have our business analyst, Ms. Belinda Mulepo. The other two at the bottom are assigned to other activities now. They are no longer part of the dashboard. but they are still within the university busy with other projects. And Ms. Belinda Molepo is still busy with the dashboard because there are some more developments of phase 2 of the project going on. I would like to thank you, colleagues. Can I hand over back to you, Chair, so that Mr. Motsache can show the students? I've given them the history behind the M&D students dashboard. Now they must see the M&D students dashboard in action and as to how they can interact on the dashboard. Thank you.
Good morning to the students that are here. As Mr. Machila has said, my name is Mr. Motsache. I am the M&D student administrator for this platform. Today I'm going to take you through two aspects of this system. The first one is to show you on how to join and how to join the M&D student dashboard. The second one, I will show you on how on the student and features overview on this system. Now, what you need to do as a student, you need to have access to M&D student, Microsoft Teams. You need to have access to Microsoft Teams. Now, I've realized that some students are not active on the Microsoft Teams. If you are facing any challenge with regards to accessing the Microsoft Teams, please contact me and then I will forward your issue to the ICT. They will help us to grant you the licensing access on how to on this platform called Microsoft Teams. Now, after that, what you do is you sign in. Make sure that you have signed in as a student. In this case, I've signed in as a student because I'm also a student of UNISA currently. I've signed in as a student, so make sure that you have signed in as a student. Now, the point that I need to highlight with regards to the student, you must use your My Life email. If you are using your emails like Hotmail, Gmail, it will not give you access. So you need to make sure that you have activated your My Life email as well. Now, after logging in here on Microsoft Teams, either via your laptop or your phone, what you do is you'll get to this landing page, the one that is showing now. Once you are here, what you need to do is you need to go to Teams. There's Teams with the people. You select it. After selecting it, you will see there's an option on your top right corner that says join or create team. What you need to do is you select that option and then you will see these two options appearing. Join a team with a code. You will select that one, the second one. Now you will put in the code. We will share the code on the chat box. The code is CEHSD1D. It's lower cases now. After putting on this code, you just need to join the team. So I will not join the team because already I have access to the M&D Dashboard channel. So I'll just go back there. So the M&D Student Dashboard channel looks like this. So after you have put in that code, you will get to this landing page. So this is the landing page of the M&D Student Dashboard. Now you have joined the M&D Student Dashboard. Now, the other thing that I need to emphasize is you only use that code once, and that code is universal for the supervisors and the students. So you only use it once. Once you have joined the team, what you need to do is you need, if you don't see the M&D Student Dashboard landing page like this, you just need to go to Teams. And then you'll see there are channels that are going to appear there, and then you select that option. So you will not use that code again. Now, in this section, it's under post. If you look up there, it's under post. Now here, this section, it is only used by the the M&D Dashboard team. For example, if we need to advertise a conference, we'll just put it here. If there are any challenges with the M&D student system, we will put an announcement here, and the students and the supervisors will be able to see it here. Now, this platform, it must not be used by the students and the supervisors thinking that they are communicating to their supervisors. And as well, it allows you to set up a meeting here, but don't set up a meeting here. If you set up a meeting here, it will be seen by the entire university, so they will come here. So my advice at this stage is for students to use the normal Teams, what their supervisors communicate with their supervisors there, not on this platform. And then if we move to files there, yes, and then if we move to files there, there are files that are there. And then under template there is a supervision agreement between the supervisor and the student. Professor Makua spoke about it. You can access it under this folder called the template. Now, and then there's a guide as well there. If you are facing any challenge, you can just look at this guide as well. It will show you how to navigate the platform. Now, the next feature is the dashboard, the small dashboard. Now, this one, it is your profile as a student. It is your profile. If you look up there, it shows my name. And there are 3 boxes there that are appearing at the bottom there: the completed task, outstanding task, and alerts. So once you complete a task, it goes to completed task. Outstanding task, it means the task is not yet overdue. Now, once the task is overdue, it goes to alerts. And then if we scroll down there at the bottom there, you will see it will show you the activities that are happening on your profile. As you can see there, alerts 50%, outstanding task 50%, completed task 50%. Now, at the bottom there, you find my name there and the name of the supervisors. Now, I need to emphasize on this point that the interaction between you and your supervisor, it is strictly confidential. It is not seen by anyone. The supervisor will have the list of his or her students there, but every interaction is confidential. Now, for you to go to your profile here, what you need to do is you need to click directly on your name. Now you will get this pop-up, and then let me go to profile. Under profile, it shows the details, your names, your student number, the module code, the email, and then at the bottom there, it shows you the course supervisor. If you have a course supervisor, the name will reflect at the bottom there. Now, let me quickly go to tasks. Now, under task here, it is important to note that the tasks are created by the supervisor, not the student. The supervisor creates all the tasks. The student is responsible for completing those tasks. Now, as you see here, there's an outstanding task here that says data collection. Now, as a student, for you to complete this task, what you need to do is you click directly on overdue, or sometimes it will say due. So you will come and click on this. And then once you click on it, you will see there's 2 options. The first one is request extension and complete task. Now, request extension, let's say, for instance, the supervisor has requested you as a student to write a final draft proposal, and it is due, let's say, today, and then 3 days or 5 days before you then realize that I will not be able to complete this task on time, what you need to do is you can come to this platform and request extension here. But it is important that you need to inform your supervisor first that you are going to request for an extension, because your supervisor is able to reject this. So please speak to your supervisor first and agree, and then come to the platform and then request the extension. Now, if you don't need any extension here, what you need to do is you complete the task and then upload the final draft proposal or the draft proposal on the platform. I'll show you how to upload the documents. Now let me quickly go to that section where you upload the documents. Now you have two options here. It says drag and drop your files or browse. Now, once you get here, you will choose either of these options. I will choose browse now, just to quickly show you how to upload the document. I will upload the document and remove it from this platform. And then you go to where you have saved the document and then upload it. Let me quickly upload the document, then I will delete the document. I want a confidential document. Okay, let me go in here, and then I select this research proposal document, and then it is uploading. Once it's done, then you say okay. Now, if you look up there, it shows you when the document was uploaded and by who. Now, you have another option here. If, for example, maybe you uploaded a wrong document, what you can do is you can come to this bin and delete the document. So the only people that can delete this document is the student and the supervisor. Now, for you to, so once the document is uploaded, let's say, for instance, your supervisor sends the feedback on your draft proposal. What you do is once you receive it, you will receive a notification. Prof Makua highlighted this earlier on, that you will receive a notification. Now, that notification, it will go to your My Life email, or it can come to this chat box, or it will go to the activity. So once you see an email from M&D Student Dashboard, please open it and check to see if there's it is a feedback from the supervisor, or maybe the supervisor has uploaded any document that requires your attention. Now, once you receive, let's assume that that's a feedback from your research proposal. So once you receive that notification, it will come to this section to show you that it's a feedback. Now, for you to access that document, what you need to do is you need to click directly again on the document, and then it will take you to that document. Here we go. Now, please note that you have two options. You can either work on the document online or work on the document offline. Now, for you to do that, you will see those options under File. If you click on File there and then you go to Save As, you will see those options. You see the first one, it says Save As, save a copy online, meaning you can edit this document here and then save it online. You can even rename the document. Or alternatively, you can work on the document offline. Now you do that by downloading a copy to your computer and then work on it offline. Attend to those track changes that the supervisor has highlighted on your draft proposal. Now let's go back to this side. Now I will delete this document because it doesn't belong here. What you do is you just select the bin and then you say yes, and then the document will be deleted from the platform. Now the last one that is appearing there is the bursary. So it will show you, let's say, for example, you have applied for a bursary, let's say M&D bursary, and then it will show you that you have applied. In this case, I didn't apply for any bursary here, and then it doesn't show me anything. Now I want to quickly go back there to those options, that the features that we see there on the M&D student dashboard. The next one is it's bursaries. So you can come to this feature here to log into the My UNISA and see if there are any bursaries that are available. You can see the list there, the Masters and Doctoral Bursary Fund. You can just come and see if they are now open for applications, then you can access them there. The other feature that follows after the bursary is the Turnitin. Under Turnitin here, you can come and upload your document here to check the plagiarism score. But you need to be registered with the Turnitin office for you to have access to this feature. So you need to send an email to them requesting for access on this platform. Then you can come and upload your research document here to check the plagiarism score. The last feature that appears there is the literature search. Let's quickly go back there again. It's not loading. It's the literature search where you request the literature on from the library. So there's a form that is going to appear there. Let me quickly go to that form. Yes, here we go. There's a form here.
Okay.
Looks like this. This is the form you fill up to request for the literature from the library, and then you will just fill it up there and then send it to them, and then they'll be able to assist you with the literature that you have requested. Now, the other thing that you need to be aware of, you see right now, what my screen looks like. Sometimes when you log into your dashboard, it will give you this error message that you see on the screen now. Now, you need to either reload the tab first. You see, for example, like now I've reloaded the tab and then it has given me access, or you go to the side. You see there are two options. There's go to the side or reload the tab. So you need to reload the tab and then it will give you access to the document that you are looking for. Or you come here, if your site isn't loading correctly, you click on this and then it will give you access to the form. That's it from my side with regards to the M&D student dashboard. So that's how you access the tool, and those are the features that appear there that you can utilize on this platform. Thank you very much.